Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss couple of sums based on multiplication theorem on probability. So first thing that we need to know that if A and B are independent events, from there we can write that probability of A intersection B equals to PA into PB. So based on this I am going to discuss one formula and one theory part, and based on that we are going to do the sum. First I am going to do, that is, for this one PA is given 0.2, PB is not given, you need to find out, let's take it as small p, and P of A union B is given 0.6. It said that A and B are independent events. So what's the formula of PA union B? That is equals to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. So this is 0.6, this is 0.2, this is, I don't know, P, small p other. So this is 0.2 into P. So this will be 0.4 if 0.2 is going this side. So if I take P common, 1 minus 0.2, that will be 0.8. So the value of P will be half or 0.5. So please do remember, if they are independent events, this formula will be valid. So further, if the three are independent and mutually independent, that case we will discuss later. Next sum, a one white. The next sum that we are going to do, bag contains that one white ball, 5 red ball and 4 black balls. So from we need to do some adjustment. 3 balls are drawn one by one, 1 white balls, 5 red balls and 4 black balls. 3 balls are drawn one by one without replacement. Now we need to know this case is the term without replacement and with replacement. So without replacement means I am drawing one ball and I am not returning the ball. One ball, 3 balls I have to select without replacement. So what's the probability that drawing a white ball followed by followed by 2 red balls? See, now first let's discuss what is without replacement. 3 balls I am drawing without replacement. I am drawing ball, I am not returning that ball. Second ball again I am drawing, I am not returning. Third ball again I am drawing. Obviously I not return, my event is over. So first case is that white ball. First one white ball, and how many total balls I have? 10, right? So as I am not returning the ball, so how many balls I have left out? 9 balls, right? Next case, how many balls I have left out? 8 balls, right? So now first ball is white ball, this is done. Second one has to be red ball. 5 red balls I have. So when I am moving for the third ball drawn, I have already drawn 1 red ball from this 5 red balls. So this will be 4, right? So the answer will be 1 divided by 36. Correct? On the same sum, if I just further proceed, that it is given 1 white, 5 red and 4 black balls. From there, if I will draw for this sum, if I will draw 1 red ball, 1 black ball and 1 white ball. 1 red ball, 1 black ball and 1 white ball for this sum, same thing. So just check first, if I will draw the red ball, first I am choosing that it will be red ball. So it will be 5 divided by 10. Next one, black ball, it will be 4 divided by 9, it is without replacement, into last one, white ball. Now who is telling me the last one will be white ball and first one will be red ball and second one is the black ball? It's no assurance that it can be in the different order. So that means after choosing this, I can also arrange these balls. So it will be in 3 factorial ways. So it will be 1 divided by 2 cancel out. This will be again 1 divide by 36, 3 factorial is 6, so that is 1 divided by 6. Next, on the same sum, if I discuss, that is probability of 1 red ball and 2 black ball. 1 red ball, the first one, please be very careful, the language was 1 white ball followed by red balls, that's why I didn't arrange them, right? Here I am saying red ball, 1 red ball, rather 1 red ball and 2 black balls. So first one, if I will choose 1 red ball, so there are 5 balls out of there, 1 red ball, done. Next, I have 4 black balls. So out of these 4 black balls, this is coming from 9, then 3 black balls coming from 8. Correct? As I didn't mention that red ball followed by black ball or black ball followed by red balls, I need to arrange these balls. How many ways I can arrange them? 3 factorial, right? No. It will be 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial because there are 2 alike balls. If you remember the concept of permutation combination, you will understand. So now this is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. So 1 divided by 12 into 3. So probability is 1 divided by 4. Is it fine? Okay. So next time if I move that 3 balls are drawn one by one without replacement. Again without replacement. Please be very careful. Without replacement from an urn containing 3 white, 3 red, 3 white, 3 red and black balls. So 3 balls I am drawing one by one without replacement. At least 1 ball is red. We have to find out the probability of at least 1 ball is red. I've already discussed in one video, if you will check it properly. Whenever it will be at least, I'm going to find out that no ball is red. First, we are going to find out here that no ball is red. So first, that probability of no red ball. So what will be the case of no red ball? Just check. So first case it will be 6 divided by 9. That 6 ball is coming from white ball and black ball, no red ball, right? Second case, 5 out of this 8. Third case, 4 out of this 7. So this is the case of probability of no red ball. At least 1 red ball, always we are going to calculate like this. Please be very careful. If I simplify this, it will be 2 divided by 3. So it is 10 divided, oh sorry, we can calculate this further. So it will be 5 divided by 21, that is the probability of no red ball. So if I further proceed and find out the probability of at least 1 red ball, at least 1 red ball will be 1 minus probability of no red ball, which is equals to 1 minus 5 divided by 21, 16 divided by 21. Is it fine? Next one, a bag contains 100 tickets numbered 1 to 100. 5 tickets are drawn successively with replacement. Now with replacement, I am replacing the tickets after drawing. 5 tickets are drawn with replacement. From the box, find the probability that all tickets bear numbers divisible by 10. Now first, how many numbers are there which is divisible by 10? Like this, if I write, there are 10 tickets which are divisible by 10, right? So first ticket will come from any of these 10, second ticket will also come from any of these 10, and each and every time I am returning the ticket, so number of tickets remain 100. So it will be 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 10. Hence the answer will be 0.00001, or you can just keep it like 1 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And next video I am going to continue this with some more example. I hope it will be helpful for you. If you have any doubt, please write in the comment box. Thank you.